Hey. So, I am so sorry that you had to wait so long. It got completely sidetracked by the fact that I had to pop out, and then I had a massive and completely unnecessary Windows update that meant that my laptop had to turn itself off and on about 3 times, which decided to kick off about 3 minutes before I wanted to be live. So, love that for me. I'm going to scroll all the way back through the comments and see all the hellos and stuff. So, hey, Abby, lovely to see you. Hey, Ali. We've got Frida, hope you're well. Ellen, hey, Jem, hope you're well. Tamar, my desktop computer is my baby, but my laptop is an ancient piece of barely functioning garbage. So you feel that, yeah, big time issues, big time issues. It's just useless sometimes. They do love to pick their moments. It's incredibly unhelpful, but you guys are here to be helpful, and that's really all I need. I have my phone and my computer set to never auto update because it pisses me off. Yeah, remember the update. Yeah, well, this is the thing. It's because I've not touched my laptop. This is like my home laptop. I've got a new fancy work laptop, which means that I haven't really needed it, which is just, yeah, really frustrating. So it just did the update automatically. I update my laptop regularly. Yeah, I feel like I should update it more regularly in general. We're here, we're live. Yeah, they know the worst possible time for it. They just do it. I do that on purpose. You gave me more time to tidy. Still a huge... I swear you're always tidy. Perpetually in tidy mode. Right. Let me get up the Gothtober game. So my plan is to play the Gothtober game. Need to find my link for it. There it is, Gothtober 2024. Yeah, play the game, find my prompts, and then I'm going to give you options for you to help me choose, and then we'll do Spookoplathon afterwards to see if we can double up. Because I was talking to Olivia about this. If I have a TBR, then I will easily read 3 times as many as if I don't have a TBR. I cannot be trusted to mood read, essentially. So I have a whole new stack of books that I'd like to get to. And I also have a pile down here that I specifically saved for Gothtober. So I cannot remember what prompts are linked with what image. So you're going to have to help me with that as well. So I've just moved myself slightly so that I can share my screen. There we go. So it is incredibly small. I wonder if I can we zoom in? Oh, we can zoom in. Nice. Let's do it one more time. There we go. And then you've got it in as much full screen as possible. Would you rather do it that way, or should I do it like that so that you can see? Type A, type B. A, B. What are we thinking? In the meantime, where do we go to? My TBR is going up tomorrow. It's painfully large. We love to see it. B, you're vibing with B. B it is. Yeah, my thought was it was going to be B. Cool. Right. Start. Okay. I think I remember what the robot is, and I don't think I have anything that goes with that. B. I'm gonna go sparkles. And then I'm gonna go. Well, I'm not gonna go for the middle one again because I just did that. So I'm gonna go sparkles. Then I'm gonna go butterfly sparkles. Then I'm gonna go moon sparkles. Then I'm gonna go middle sparkles. Oh, but I really like. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go gemstone. And here we go. We have read a book based off your zodiac sign. oh no. Interstellar, parallel worlds, or portal travel. Gothic classic or inspired by Gothic classic. A book with ancestry as a key theme. Strong roots. Read a book with an aged monster. Size difference or age gap, because I landed in Gaia, which is good because that is my planet. That's my galaxy. And then LGBT rep, BIPOC rep, and disability rep. Okay. Right. I'm just going to quickly mute my laptop so that you don't then hear me again, because I now need to open up my video so that I can put it in the what's it for each of. So now I've got that ready. Starting with the first one, then I'm gonna make it smaller just so you can see my face while we discuss this. So the first prompt: read a book based off your zodiac sign. Now, I'm an Aquarius with a Gemini moon and Virgo rising, so I've got options. My thought is I need to think about the fact that Aquarius has water in the title, but is an air sign because we like to be contrary. So we want water, we want air, we want contrary, I think. So what does your girl have? Oh, okay. So I was like, I should grab this one. Apparently, I already did. I already assigned this specifically. So we have the Tainted Cup, which I put aside specifically in case I got this prompt, because obviously the sigil is like a vase pouring water. This has like water and mushrooms and stuff on the cover. So Tainted Cup is option one. I know nothing about this other than that it was gifted to me by Hodder and it looks great. So that's option one. Option two. Option two. No. Option two. Okay. I think He Who Drowned the World should be option two. I think it's got a dragon. No, it's got a bird on the front, which feels zodiac-y. Has water. We'll do that. So that's two. We just need a third option. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest. I don't know if I have anything for the third option. I don't know if I have anything that would work. I guess Lake Law by Anna Marie McLemore. So this is a sequel. This is a duology, and then we have Lake Law. But if you've got some recommendations, whilst I'm typing these up, if you've got some recommendations for a book based on the Aquarius zodiac sign, I'd love to see it. I played the game until I had prompts I was happy with. I have no clue what my prompts are, so I'll look at the roadmap to laser sounds. My TBR is painfully large. We'd love to see it. That's quite a lot of similar prompts to mine. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We're very similar people. Yes, we got through the same. Nice. And I've decided that since my sign is Gemini, that makes sense. I like that. That is a great link. I agree. Great interpretation. Aquarius Unite. Star sign prompts. And I'm an Aquarius too. Look at us. Look at us gathering. Spirituality identity. That's fine. That's fine. Not for everyone. But I'm also an Aquarius. Gemini Sun, Aquarius, Moon, and Merit. Do you know what? That tracks. It's why we get on so well. My brain doesn't function enough to know what sun and risings are. That's fair. That's fair. And forget the moons. Bird equals air, blue equals water. Huge world, yeah. Brilliant TBR. God, TBR messy. Massive stack of options by TBR prompts, and now you have tempted me to put up all the votes. Yeah. We'll get to Spookoplathon. We'll get to Spookoplathon. No, so this is most of my TBR. There are more on the floor. And like I said, I've just treated myself to some new bits. Continuing the series gets a vote from me too. Okay, right. Let's put that in the actual chat. So we have He Who Drowned the World, Lake Law, and Tainted Cup. The voting hath commenced. I don't think I will have time to vlog specifically for this, but I am doing currently some big vlogs for something else. I will hopefully have time to edit before the year is out. And if I don't, it'll be for next year. But in the meantime, I need to find my post-it notes or a notebook where I can write this down. There we go. Post-it notes have been acquired. Pen has also been acquired. So we have Gothtober, Zodiac. And I've left myself space in case I want to double up. I want to say Tainted Cup, but I really want you to finish a series. I finished quite a few series this year. I need to do an update. That's one of the videos, big videos that I've been planning to do for a while. So, He Who Drowned the World got 80%. It got 80%. So, my first book for Gothtober, He Who Drowned the World, which is great. I'm not mad about that at all. Book numero uno done. These two done. Might come back to those in a second. So, prompt number 2 is interstellar, parallel worlds, or portal travel. Okay. Frontier has to be on that list. It's literally set in space. The final frontier. Do I have anything else set in space? That's the question. We'll do Stranger Things Flight of Icarus because whilst I don't know if there are portals in this, I know there are in the show. So we've got Stranger Things Icarus, which is all about Eddie Munson before all the shenanigans kick off. I apparently do not have many space books. Oh, here we go. Binti. Nice and short and set in the galaxy. So potentially. So we have Binti by Nnedi Okorafor. Okorafor, yeah. Which is the first in a series because why not start another series? We have Stranger Things, Flight of Icarus, and Frontier by Grace Curtis. All kind of spacey or portally. I think that's okay. That works. So let's end that poll and add another one. I need to own more sci-fi. I don't actually own that many sci-fi at all. I haven't finished a single series this year unless you count skim reading the last couple of Thrown in Glass books. Fair. Making has unspooky with your first choice. Yeah, to be fair, it will be brutal. It will be brutal, but it's not spooky. Hopefully, we can get some spooky books. There aren't loads of ones that have I have spooky books for. I think of these three, the one that is most likely to be spooky is Flight of Icarus. But I've tried a Stranger Things book before and really didn't enjoy it. I'm giving this one another go because it matches my phone case. That is the only reason. What about that debut novel by the authors you're sprinting with? I don't own any of theirs yet. The publishers are meant to be sending them to me, and I haven't yet. But actually, that's a really good shout. I might do that anyway, though. Then I can do that sooner rather than later. I went to read that one, but I can't get my hands on a copy of the Slates for a decent price. That's fair. That's fair. Would time travel work for this one? Yes. Oh, Victorious. Okay. Good shout. Binti is amazing. I've heard really good things about Binti. I've heard really good things about Binti. So Binti is currently on 67%. Do we think all votes are in? Because I am not mad about having a short read on my TBR. I am not mad about it. Should we call it on Binti then? Okay. Interstellar. Done and done. Okay. Prompt number 3 is read a Gothic classic or inspired by Gothic. That should be relatively easy. We know she's got many of those. She's got many of those. So, The City of Dr. Moreau, which is another Dr. Moreau retelling that was gifted to me by Zach. That's all I know about it. He gifted that to me because he said it sounded like something I would like. We've also got Lear Wife, which is obviously inspired by King Lear. I just need one more. A classic or inspired by a classic. What have we got? What have we got? I'll be honest, I thought I had more classics up here. I think I've left my classics downstairs, which is really unhelpful. The only classic I've got upstairs is The Witches of Eastwick. So I'll grab that. And that's just poor planning on my part. So we've got The Witches of Eastwick, Lear Wife, and The City of Dr. Moreau. It's a really nice spread. I'll be honest, there's one on this list that I would rather read. We do love a short book on a readathon. We love it when we can tick a short read off. It's like putting a done thing on your to-do list and just ticking it off. It's a magical moment. Definitely gonna start with a short book. What I've said is, because I'm working the first 2 weeks of Gothtober, that's when I'm gonna do my short read. And then my big reads, second 2 weeks, got time then. I've got book 2 in that. Nice. What Feast at Night? Yes. Great show. What are they about? So I will read. I don't know anything about this one except the fact that Zach gave it to me. So the City of Dr. Moreau is a sprawling history of the islanders, an alternative version of their own time. Spanning more than a century, crisscrossing across numerous places and many, we witness the growth of Moreau's legacy from Gothic experiments to an event which changes the world. For we have I'm the Queen of Two Crowns, banished 15 years, the famed and gilded woman, bad luck, baleful girl, mother of 3 small animals now gone. I'm 55 years old. I'm Lear's wife, and I'm here. And then Witches of Eastwick. This one I can tell you about. This is about 3 women who are basically divorced, powerless, etc. And then they discover that they are witches. They call forth the devil, and they have sexy times. The musical is magical, but in a very Faustian way. It has a bit of a dark twist at the end. So I've never read the original. I've just seen the film and I've watched the musical. They're fantastic. Yeah, exactly. Like I could easily double this up with a couple of others, but I'm not going to. I'm going to have the full TBR, and then at the end of the month, if I only read 3 books, then I'll take 2 books with it. I need Zach to pick your TBR unless I think we did that. Yeah, Zach has picked my TBR before. A while ago, to be fair. I've not made many videos recently because your girl's been busy. Okay, I'm going to fix my hair because it was irritating me. And then I'm going to check the folders and how we got on. Okay, 67% again. We have got the City of Dr. Moreau, which is going to be really weird because I feel like I started this year with the Daughter of Dr. Moreau, and now we've got the City of Dr. Moreau. All the Moreaus. Okay, classic retelling is bagged. Okay. Next is read a book about ancestry as a key theme. Ancestry as a key. I think it would be rude not to put Black and British on this. It's a non-fiction, but it is about being, like, it's literally called The Forgotten History. So I feel like that's got to be on the list, right? That's absolutely. It's also chunky. So it needs to be got to at some point. That's the first one. Ancestry. Warrior Girl on Earth, which is also about someone reclaiming their ancestry. Oops. So I may just absolutely stacked it. And then the last one I've got is The Skeleton Key. So this is a non-fiction about Black British history. Skeleton Key is about a young woman returning to a mystery that her father created on who's going to earn their inheritance. And apparently, the other one. Here we go. So, Warrior Girl on Earth is by the same author who did Firekeeper's Daughter, and it follows another um, of Perry Fire narratives, where basically she starts working at a museum and wants to start replacing the indigenous artifacts back in the indigenous world where they belong. So I feel like at least two of those are going to have great BIPOC rep, and I'm pretty sure this one has LGBT rep as well. I feel like it does. So let's set that up. Also, that out of those, Skeleton Key is probably the only one that actually is gothic. But I've been really interested in reading the other two anyway, so I am not going to be fussy over which one's picked for this. I've printed my Spookoplathon things to say Amy. Love that. Randomly books. What made you pick it up? What was it that made you decide? Because I got this ages ago. You can tell it's ages ago because it's got the old logo on it. I was a little concerned that it's combined with and Nikki French. But I think I just really liked that cover. I really liked the bones and keys and skeleton vibe. And I know that they've had a new one come out recently. So obviously it's not so terrible that they were a one-hit wonder. Same. Like I literally pre-ordered it. I was so ready for Angeline Boulley. So ready. So ready. Okay, it looks like Skeleton Key is winning. Looks like Skeleton Key is winning. I think I picked it up the last 3 times I went in there. The challenge shop was sadly closed. So it ended up being like 50p. Ooh, a bargain. Right. Skeleton Key. That's the one that's come out on top. 67%. Yep. Ancestry as a theme. Yeah. Tell you what, it's not a bad TBR. Aesthetically very appealing. Okay, next is strongness. I feel like I want to be literal with this. I feel like I want to go with things that are plant-based. I feel like that's going to be the vibe. So what books do we have that are plant-based? I feel like actually, okay, new, not even on my TBR yet. We've got Naomi Novik's Buried Deep, which is a collection of short stories. Essentially from all of their other books. But look at all those plants. Look how pretty. So yeah, I've got to, haven't I? I've got to. That's got to be one. So Buried Deep, Roots. What else have we got? This is a stretch. I appreciate this is a stretch. But we have Clown in a Cornfield 3. Have you ever seen Cornfield Roots? We've discussed this on the Discord. It looks like little fingers and it's horrible. It's horrible. That's book 2. That's option 2. Roots. I really thought I had more books with like plants on them. Okay. It's more thorns than roots. And I'm saying that because it literally has thorns in the title. But Violet Made of Thorns. Again, had this for like 1,000 years. Never read it. Not massively fussed if I read it. I said, well, I'd rather read these two. But I feel like that way it's got like options. Yeah? Deep clown in a cornfield. 3. And Violet Made of Thorns. Stop. I'll be honest, if we don't land on Clan of Cornfield, that's fine because I'll probably read it anyway. Isn't it? Isn't it stunning? Isn't that just like the prettiest? I love a copper imprint. Mm-mm. Yeah, right with that one. Plant-based books would be an amazing bookshop cafe. Right. Right. Well, I know what my pick is going to be. I think I can guess. I love corn fingers. Just fields them everywhere. A quart of corn fingers. I am here for it. As are others. As are others. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Very Deep came out 50%. Kind of Cornfield 33. Okay. Okay. I think it's going to be Very Deep. Wait, but not mad about. I will find a way to get this on for Spookoplathon. I will find a way. Okay. Read a book with an aged monster. Now, I intentionally put one aside for this one. So, Angel of an Indian Lake. That is an aged monster. That is an old witch lady. She's got stuff going on. What else have we got? Aged monster. I'm also going to say Lore Olympus Volume 3 because they've been around for millennia and he is aged in comparison to her. It's a stretch, but allow it. Aged monster. Monster that is old. Not a young monster, an old monster. Big old monster. Okay. We'll go Master of One because the Fae is referred to as an ancient relic. Oh, no, we won't. I lie. I tell a lie. I tell a lie. We'll do vampires. We'll do vampires because vampires are always aged monsters. The Hellmouth is full of them. Aged monster. This is probably one of my least gothic TBRs I've ever had, but that's fine. Start poll. A start poll. It will go back on. It will go back on. Because what I'm going to do is when it comes to doing Spookoplathon, you guys are going to help choose my books, especially if I land on certain board things. So. I wish you a calm October. You're very kind. Thank you for wishing me a calm October. Okay, it's currently neck and neck with Hellmouth and Lore Olympus. Do we have a deciding vote in us? Do we have it? Aged monster. Has anyone here got Aged Monster on their TBR? And if so, what did you pick? What did you pick? Let me know. Hellmouth has gone up to 50% with 6 votes. So I think it's going to have to be Hellmouth, which was gifted to me by Olivia Savannah, one of my co-hosts. Isn't that nice? And that poll. Okay, next. Size difference, age gap romance. Okay, I'm putting it back in then. Lore Olympus. That's a size gap. She's tiny. She's tiny. Size gap or age difference? Right. Okay. I'm going to assume there's an age gap between the roommate and the vampire. We're going to assume. And I'd argue, whilst not massive, that is a size difference. So we have love theoretically. My roommate's a vampire. And Lore Olympus Volume 3 again. I do and haven't figured one out yet. I read a lot of romance, so I figured it'd feel like somehow. Yeah. I don't have any like proper monster romances anymore. I've read them all. I've got nothing left. Just getting the cards for Spookoplathon since I read almost all my books anticipated. That's fair. Last year. That's not what I thought when I thought size. No, okay. So it can be interpreted however you like. That's not enough of a size difference, nor is that enough of a size difference. But it's what I've got on my TBR. I don't have anything else that I can use. I mean, arguably that's the size difference, but it's not a massive size difference. But it's what I've got. That's all I have. I don't have any like steamy books anymore. I've got some cute romances, but I haven't got any steamy books anymore because I can't read on my Kindle, so I listen to them online, and I like to have a TBR of things I can see because it holds me accountable. But I'm just as disappointed as you are, Ali. They deserve that. Okay, cute. I did. I feel like the way I thought size different. Yeah, that's there. Stuttered for a second. Really thought you'd announce you live with a vampire. Imagine. Turns out I do live with a vampire. I know what they like. That is not what I was expecting you to choose at all. Okay, you've ruined it because you've voted for Laura Olympus and My Roommate is a Vampire. It needs to be one of them. It was My Roommate is a Vampire, and then someone else voted Laura Olympus. I wasn't going to be the decider, but I feel like I need to be the decider. I feel like it's going to have to fall to me to make that decision. No, that's not what I meant. What did you mean? What did you mean? The kind of books I read, they might be often in reference to parts. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe. Thank you, Abby. Yeah, because we weren't sure what Ali meant. Right. Right. We're going wholesome. We're going wholesome. Olympus. That's my 8 difference. Done. Age difference. So now we need LGBT rep. Now this I can literally just be like, right, I want straight up gothic and I want LGBT rep. Which I can do in Fire in a Cornfield 3. Because spoiler alert, if you haven't read the first one, there's a gay couple in it. They come back. Please somebody come back. Please somebody come back. I hope they're in it. It'll be really upsetting if they're not in it. But I want this one. So, Clown and Cornfield for LGBT rep. Numero uno. Yay, gothic books, please. The Wicked Remain also has a disability and neurodivergent rep. And gay. Love to see it. One more. I don't massively want to read it, but oh no! Here we go. Here we go. Fence, Volume 5, another short read. So we've got at least 2 gothic horrors, and then we've got a boarding school, which is kind of a dark academia vibe anyway. If it helps, I voted Love Theoretically, but it's torn between that and Laura Olympus. That's fair. Just here to add clarity. Thank you. You're too kind. Ooh. I'm not excited. What can I say? I just looked at my Gothtober problems again, and someone like, huh, but I'll make it work. You always make it work, Taylor. I'm not even a little bit concerned. Clown in a cornfield 3 is at 50%. The others are miles behind. I get to add a favorite reach. That's another series ticked off then, isn't it? Isn't it? My post-it notes have lost all stickiness. Hate that for me. There you go. Clown in a cornfield. It's on my TBR. We love to see it. Okay, BIPOC rep. Yeah. Let's bring back. Oh, actually, I might make this difficult. This might be a tricky one for you to decide. First, we have Latinx rap in the Seventh Veil of Saloon, which I should probably say for a return to Gothic a lot. Really keen to pick that one up. We then can bring back Warrior Girl on Earth, which we discussed earlier. And then I just need another BIPOC. BIPOC spooky read, such as The Taking of Jake Livingston, which was one of the Gothtober giveaway books, which I still need to decide what my pick is going to be for that. So those are my three. We've got Seventh Veil of Salome, Warrior Girl on Earth. All of them feel gothic to me, which is a change. Let's see what you pick. And in the meantime, I need to put these away. I'm making quite a mess. Oops. And then I need to think about disability rep because that's coming up next. That is coming up shortly. The non-human love interests are really interesting. I've read enough webtoons with non-interest, but books, no clue. Webtoons counts. Webtoons counts. Have fun. Yeah. Okay. We're split between the taking of Jake Livingston and Seventh Veil. Can anyone break that split for me? Can we do it? Or do I need to make a decision? Because I really don't want to have to make any decisions. I'm actually really impressed with this TBR. This TBR looks great. I'm very content with this TBR. Is it a quiet evening? I need a deciding vote, Lizzie. We've got 3 and 3. Make a decision for me. Seventh Veil or taking of Jake Livingston. The moment it comes in with a 7th vote, I'm going to hit pause. I'm ready. I'm waiting. There we go. And poll. Thank you. Taking of Jake Livingston, it is. It did help. It did help. On my options. It's Jake Livingston. He's on my book. I've run out of post-it notes. You can move. And the final one is disability rep. Disability rep. What am I doing? Got one. Can anyone remind me? Does Godslayers have disability rep? Can you remember? Because the Wicked Remain definitely does, because we've got neurodivergence and physical disabilities. The Coward's about a man in a wheelchair, so that definitely counts. Does Gearbreakers or Godslayers have disability rep in it? Do you remember? Because otherwise, I don't know if I have a third one. Which feels bad, actually, being like, I don't know if I have enough books about disability. Does being an old person count? That feels like a stretch. I thought I had more neurodivergent books, but I don't know where they are. I'm sorry, it's not very exciting to just stand here and watch, or watch me just stand here. I'm trying to find a third disability rep one, and I am struggling. Anyone got any suggestions for a third pick? Or if they can tell me whether. Hello! What did I get to? Hi, I'm Mr. Bunch, but just popped in to save the day with Tiebreaker. We'd love to see it. Thank you. Appreciate it. I have a vague plan for my Gothtober TBR. That's fair. Does being an old person look? I thought it was a fair question. I read that earlier this year. I've already finished it. Didn't love it, but I've read it. Even as Staples person, my books disability rep are just non-fiction. That's fair. It's still rep. It's still rep. I also don't own much disability rep as a disabled person beyond some non-fic. That's fair. I might just have to do it out of two then. I think it's just going to have to out of two. I don't think I have a third one. It'd be embarrassing. Unless we risk it. Unless we risk it on a book by Ali Hazelwood, because they usually have disability rep in. I'll be honest. The only book that I've just spotted, I still have something on my TBR that has disability rep in it, but the author is a terrible person, which is why it's on my unhaul pile. So I don't really want to add that one. It might just be out of the two. I also just need to tell you that good. I'm glad. Chocolate's great. Chocolate is great. I'm planning to read a hockey romance. The female main character is blind. Very cool. The witch, I think, is a come to witch. Oh, no, I do not. I thought I did for seconds, but I could get it, I suppose. Okay, we'll do a Carter Witch, and then if I need to get it, I need to get it. We'll do those three. Because to be honest, I'm sick of you having to sit there and watch me struggle. I have not read The Twisted Tree. Is it any good? Has it got disability rep? Should I put that on there instead of a Carter Witch? So I put a Carter Witch now. Oh, I feel like it might be the main character's blind in one eye. Okay. All right, we'll add it. Twisted Tree and a Carter Witch. We're adding into the TBR. That's okay. Carter Witch. Oh, I've already got Carter Witch I want to read. And then, oh, I've seen this. I just haven't read it yet. Yeah. Cool. What came out top? Wicked Remains at 60%. There we go. So that is my Gothtober TBR. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, she's heavy. Oh, she's heavy. Okay. And if we look at how many Gothic books are actually on there, I'd say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 10 are actually Gothic. So it's a start. It's not ideal, but we have another TBR to do. So what I need to do now is open up my Spookopoly. And then I need to get my dice. I'm going to do it on Canva so that I can pick a little emoji to start. Do a little pumpkin. Okay. 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 And then the other thing I need to do now that I have that on the screen is I need to get up the drive that has all the prompts on it. So I'll do that real quick. just so that I have them in case I land on something. Now, what I'm going to do is if I land on like the community shelf, it will be down to you to come up with prompts for me, essentially, and we'll vote on those instead. See what I land on. Now I'm only going to roll 6 times because I feel like that's plenty. Okay, I need my dice. I'm using 2 very different sized dice. So the first one, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it has glitter in it. This was gifted to me by Zach, and it's very pretty. And then the other one is one that I bought because I was playing an orc and I wanted green. So I'm going to roll those several times and let you know I'm going to move back in, and then you can help me pick. I am also that. I am also that. You'll be playing along. Nice. I've got really long TBRs. Rolling 5 times plus double. Oh, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, I'm rolling 6 times plus doubles. He does. Right. Okay. The first one is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. That comes out on, I'm going to make that nice and small so you can see that. It's future. What color is that? Make it easy to find. A book that you've been saving when it's the right time, also known as a rainy day book. Okay, cool. So 3 books that I've been saving for the right time. The first one is The Last Devil to Die. I was going to save this for a read along that's being hosted by Leanne. I totally missed the really the others. So first one. Next is Yellowface. Genuinely don't know why I'm waiting on this one. I just haven't picked it up yet, but I keep meaning to read it. And then another one I'm waiting to read. To be fair, I think Angel and Indian Light, because I got this ages ago and I saved it specifically for Gothtober. So those are my 3. Very, very different vibes. Very, very different vibes. But again, I'll let you choose. Done. I'm using a bouncy rainbow one. There's a really pretty green pink sparkles, very fancy. Love that. 2 plus 6 for your first roll. So it's a present for you. Nice. A book you want to read right now, but it's perfect in TBR. So I'm going to put my response here so that I remember to add it, because otherwise I will forget. Picking. Oh, Yellowface came out top really quick. Really, really quick on that one. So to be fair, I've been waiting on it. I should just. So Yellowface it is. First pick is Yellowface. What I also tend to do with Spookoplathon is if I finish one of the books from this, I roll again. So I will let you know if I do that. Definitely keep an eye on the Discord because I'll keep you updated there. Time for roll number 2. I have the whole Midnight Snooze trilogy of Mary Olympia, and it was not in Headspace. I saw something that's now you got to complete all of it. The next one is a 4 and a 2, which makes it a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonfire. Why does that look terrifying? Okay. What does bonfire mean? Read a book you're thinking of unhauling, or a book you're interested in but not sure you'll like. Potential unhaul. Okay. It's a Cage of God because Olivia didn't like it. Mayfly because I hate that cover. I hate it. And I'm also going Hyde because Lizzie unhauled it to me because they said it wasn't very good. So that's just 3 books I am not excited for at all. Bookopoly, the TBR for Bookopoly always does me dirty in some way. Every year. Doesn't matter what the prompts are, somehow they do me dirty. Very different vibe. Very different vibe. Okay. That one. 5+1 is Ghostface, so a difficult prompt. It's the sound related word. Okay. Interesting. Oh, really? I don't know why I should be surprised. These are books that I wasn't excited for. So obviously. So obviously. It's going to be Mayfly, isn't it? You're going to make me read Mayfly. The addition of Clean Returns, I'm sure you're always obviously, Abby. Obviously. What you've missed is my second role, rubbish prompt. It makes me very sad. But it's 50-50 between Mayfly and Hyde. Could someone please, ever so kindly, be the tiebreaker? Next selection will be the tiebreaker. Come on. Do the thing. I mean, just look at it. That is just such an ugly cover. That is such an ugly cover. I've never wanted to paint over a cover before, but this is grim. And Heights just doesn't sound very good. I don't know why I took it. Come on, someone make a decision for me. Are you talking about Mayfly? Every cover doesn't look like that. That's fair. I'm cackling because I love the Mayfly cover and I'm super excited to read it. Really? Okay. I think I'll make the executive decision then. We'll go Mayfly. At least it's another spooky one. At least it's another spooky one. Mayfly it is. Roll number 3 is 10, 4 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ghost tour. Read a book with a historical element. This does not have to be historical fiction, but could be a book inspired by history, not actually set in the past, e.g., Red Rising, etc. Okay, I can vibe with history. I can definitely vibe with history. Let's see what we've got. I don't hate most horror covers. That's not entirely fair or true. Some are just really ugly. Radio Science Food. You got a double. You got a double. Okay, let's get some histories. Inspired by history. Okay, well, let's do one that I've technically already started. We have Triflers Leading to Fly. That's a historical. Then we've got The Five, which is a historical non-fiction, also about women and murder in a really different context. And then let's go for something more gentle. Let's do Heist on the Titanic, 1,000,000 to 1. So these two look like they could be like sibling books, but they're actually very different. This is about a woman who's a serial killer. This is about women who were a serial killer. And then we have Heist of the Titanic. I think that's a great selection. And a chance card. Nice. I kid you not, it's so frustrating. This book is way too difficult to take in my bag. Um, you adored The Five. Good. So at least I've got some nice options on there. I think that's some great options. This stack is stacking though, isn't it? Jeez, they took my eye out. October's gonna be a good read month. I feel it in my bones. Really pretty edition for so huge for no reason. So The Five is coming out on top so far. So Polly, Annie, Elizabeth, Catherine, and Mary Jane are famous for the same thing, though they never met. They came from Fleet Street, Knightsbridge, Wolverhampton, Sweden, and Wales. They wrote ballads, ran coffee houses, lived on country estates. They breathed ink dust from printing presses and escaped people traffickers. What they have in common was the year of their murders, 1888. Their murderer was never identified, but the name created for him by the press has become more famous than any of these women. In this devastating narrative of 5 lives, historian Hayley Hubenwald finally gives these women back their stories. Love that. With 5 votes in, The Five is like steaming ahead. I don't think anyone's going to catch up, so we'll just call it there. I think and just say 5. The 5 is on my TBR. That's fair. At least that's there. So historical inspo. The 5. Time for roll call. 8 for the 3 and a 5. Lots of even numbers. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Community shelf. Right. This is how I'm doing community shelf. Put a title in the chat that you want me to read. The first 3 that come through are going in that poll. Pick a book, doesn't have to be on my TBR, any book that you would like me to read, you would like to hear my opinion on, or you'd like to torture me with. First 3 in the chat are going in the poll. That's how that's working. So we've got The Gift from Abby. Strawberry Kid, I think. Strawberry Thief from Hotel Chocolat. I mean, I'll be honest. Is this your Pelennor series? Because if so, yes, fine. The Sentient Door. Okay. Gift, Strawberry Thief, Sentient Door. Go. Is anyone even surprised? I'm a teacher again, Ali. I work in a school now. You'll only see that response on Patreon because I'm not doing it. And yes, it's fair. Why would you vote for that? Why would at least 3 of you vote for the Sentient Door? It's voting McVote all over again. I thought you were better than this. The Gift is creeping. It's between The Gift and Sentient Door. And let's be honest, I think we all know what I'll choose if I have to be the deciding vote. Which I might be. I might make myself the deciding vote. I'm so pleased. Such a bully. Dice Roll Roulette. I love Dice Roll Roulette. Such a great prompt. Such a great prompt. Okay. All right. If no one's going to break it, I will. I'm going with The Gift. I'm going with The Gift. Okay. No double so far. Might have just jinxed it, but no double so far. I know. I bet you're thrilled. That's hefty, but it's not too bad. You can survive that. We have a 2 and a 5, which makes it a 7. 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Randomize your TBR. This is how we're doing this. I'm going to choose this one. I'm just gonna. Last Violet Call, which Zach and I may body read. That's how I do it. At me. Okay. Potentially the last roll of this TBR, which I'm sure you're all thrilled about because 'tis getting late. That is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pumpkin carving. Read a book with a face on the cover. This includes covers with a whole person on it and non-human faces. Okay. 3 books with faces on. Ironically, the 2 that I picked up immediately don't actually have faces on. They have the back of people's heads. I was like, these 2, except not those 2. Clearly not those 2. So, A Million to One has faces on it. God Slayers has faces on it. And even Black and British does too, to be fair. Warrior Girl does. Seventh Veil of Salome does. Those are definitely faces. What other faces have we got? Okay, right. We're going with When I Arrived at the Castle, because those are faces, and it's also a short read. We're also going to go with Warrior Girl, because third time's the charm. And we're also going to go with Seventh Veil of Salome, because I want a gothic book on this TBR. I want it. I want it now. Another double four. I think your dice might be weighted. Think they might be weighted. My dice are fine. I just roll weirdly, I guess. 5 and 4. Another chance card. Shadow in the Winds. Okay. That TBR is wild though. Yeah, good luck. Oh, you being nice to me. So when I came to the castle is top, which is a nice spooky read. Literally, when I finish this, I can roll again. But my bounty die might be weighted because it's a random die anyway. Okay, let's end the poll there then. So when I came to the castle, so I can't lift this, but I'll give it a good go. You won't see it anyway, but again, we'll give it a good go. My October TBR. She be thick. I will keep you updated in the Discord, if not via Goodreads and my Insta, of what I managed to read and what I managed to finish, etc. We've got so many live shows coming up, so many reading sprints. You wouldn't believe. So it'll be quite nice to kind of see everything. Kind of have it all with you. I love that for me. I feel better about my TBR now. Yeah. She be thick, but she be gothic too. Like there's a lot of spooky books on this. I'm not mad about it. And I feel like there's a decent amount of palette cleansers as well. We've got thrillers, we've got romances, we've got historical fiction, we've got a lot of historical fiction and non-fiction. I'm gonna have to get Mayflight off my shelf because that's an ugly like just the eye. I can't stand eyes. Can't do it. Oh Lord, he coming. He's thick. Oh, gothic, nice. Nice. Nearly missed it. In Sleepy Brain, nearly missed it, but didn't. Got there in the end. Well, thank you so, so much for joining me and for helping me create this stack. I now need to go and finish the books that I've already started so I can make a start on this fresh on the 1st. The first reading sprints are on Tish's channel. They're either going to be on their YouTube or via Twitter and Instagram. So keep an eye. We will post more information just prior. I'm not doing reading sprints every Sunday like I did last year, but that's only because one weekend at least I'm away. So that's just unfortunate. It's just the way the cookie crumbles on that one. But hopefully I can get a fair few of these read. So make sure that you're in the Discord because that's where you'll get most of the information on that. Other than that, treat yourself to something from Waypoint because it supports me and my content. And most importantly, have a nice day.